Brookie, 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 Brookie.
Dude, why does it make you why does it make you have to let people in?
I'm still figuring it out. I don't know.
God. That's annoying.
Well, I'm sorry.
Only you. Only you.
No, seriously. I was on the phone earlier this morning with Bo. You know Bo from Zoom.
Yeah.
Dude's like, Rich, did you ever figure out the password thing? I'm like, you won't believe it. I figured it out yesterday. He's like, man, I don't know anyone that's had those problems.
You're the only one I
know. Hey, I have an idea.
What's that?
That I think you are going to love.
Oh boy.
Yeah. No. Oh boy, you are going to love this idea, I think.
Okay.
So, okay, hold on. Maybe I can't do it. I was going to make you co-host, and then you could watch the admins if you wanted to. Like to admit people in, like whatever.
Oh, that would make it easy, right?
Well, until I figure out how to turn the dang thing off, yeah.
Maybe you're supposed to do that when you set up the meeting.
Yes, I got you. Hang on. Trying to log into the call, says my access code is invalid. Okay.
Tadio.
Hello, Richard.
Hello.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to figure out Zoom, Todd, to be honest with you. Ruben, glad you're here if you are here. Can I ask you a question, please?
No, because
if I click, Todd, I will.
He's not looking at you.
You from the call.
You're like, there's nothing.
Okay, Brooke. If I make you host, does that make you co-host?
I don't know. Okay, somebody take one.
Someone's got two mics on.
It's Ruben.
Ruben, you got two mics going? You do. I see you both online and other places here.
Yeah.
Turn one off, bro.
Don't you have
You know how tricky we are here.
Well, you got to turn one off.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it right now.
I got you. Wait a
Okay.
minute. Where'd Ruben go?
No,
Right
he's
Okay,
not-
there's Ruben.
he's still on there.
All right. So,
Oh,
Brooke,
who
did
are
I
these
make you a host?
Do what?
Hang on. I'm making you. Do you want to change the host to Brooke? No, I don't want to change the host. Hang on, Ruben. We'll get to you, bro. I don't know how to make you co-host, Brooke.
Do you have to do that when you set it up?
You're asking me. I'm just learning this platform. We'll figure it out. I don't know. We won't do it today. Don't worry. In time we will figure it out.
We'll play around when we do the call with Todd at 2. How's that? See if we can make it work.
Ruben, is that Mickey Mouse?
Just previewing my products, my friend.
Oh, okay. I thought that was Mickey Mouse. I couldn't tell what that was.
No, this is the art show extravaganza. This is the art that we're going to be doing at our art show this weekend. So you're going to be seeing the preview of this. You see Mother Teresa in it?
No, sir. In fact, I'm not sure anybody would pay for what I see, to be honest. What, Todd?
Looked like a dead robin that just got smashed.
It looked like you put a robin inside of a Ziploc and smashed the crap out of it. Which might be what you're selling. I don't know. I mean, all right, we're getting people coming on. That's good to see. We're going to get started here in uno momento. Okay, this is a new platform, so we're giving people a chance, to get on the Zoom.
Or some
All
to
right.
figure it
So, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. That's a good observation, Brooke. Appreciate that. Now, some people are not showing their screens. That's either because you're still in your PJs, you're in your swimming suit, or some other reason. But we would love to see you if you want to turn your camera on. But you don't have to, Missy, and you don't have to, Sharon. But
Your screen and showing your camera are two different things, but you don't want to see everybody's screens.
I don't want to see their screen, their camera. Their cameras are off. Yes. They knew what I meant, Todd.
You didn't specify, Rich.
There. Todd's muted. Todd, this is family friendly. What are you doing?
Having too much fun.
Say something. Go ahead. I love that. All right, Todd, you're unmuted. Don't say anything inappropriate. How is Missy muted? Okay, anyway. All right, we're going to go ahead and dig right in. I'm going to try to watch the participant screen here and make sure that everybody gets in. I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody's lines, just for convenience, and then we'll open it up at appropriate times for conversation. I'm going to attempt to share my screen, which I couldn't do the other day, but we're going to try to do it here nonetheless. All right. Can you guys all see it? Brooks, give me 2 thumbs up. What? Yes. Yay, Rich. That's it. Anybody else want to pat me on the back? Todd? Pat me on the back. Oh, yeah. Todd, I'm surprised you don't have a knife in your hand, you shark. Anyway, guys, we're going to get right into it. Welcome to the NTI Meeting Leader Call, October 15th. We are recording this outstanding presentation, so if by chance, you guys have children around while watching the NTI Meeting Leader Call, just clip out Todd's portions, and it should remain family friendly. But moving right along, you still have conference call etiquette here, people. Just because we're not on GoToMeeting and everybody's on the phone, right? We still have some etiquette we have to maintain. So please, especially being that most of us are on camera, either turn your camera off, for heaven's sakes, or wait before you use the bathroom, or beat your kids, or kick the dog, or like Ruben squash or Robin inside of a Ziploc or anything like that. Just keep it clean, and please do your best to stay engaged and pay attention, no matter how long the rant, that Rich rambles on. But we are now using Zoom. Spread the word. If you're talking to any meeting leaders, especially those of you that are in more populated areas, Nashville, Knoxville, Springfield, St. Louis, if there's other, up in Cleveland, whatever, if there's people in your area and they're like, hey, where are the meeting leader calls? Just tell them we're using Zoom now, and that's how it's got to work. All right. All right. Now, one of the things I need to do is just watch this participant window. I got to figure something else out here. What, Brooke? I see you shaking your... What? I see you. You're on video. Okay, I'm working on it. I don't know how to change that, ladies and gentlemen, but I will change that sometime very, very, very soon. All right, let's get back to it. Now, here we are on Zoom, and Zoom, this is the second call we're doing here on Zoom, and I'm still trying to figure this out a little bit as we figure out all the things. As of yesterday, folks, I couldn't share my screen, so thank God we figured that piece out. But make sure to share with everybody that we're now on Zoom, and remind everybody that this video and the call, the audio portion, is hosted on the Meeting Leader Resources page for anyone's listening or viewing pleasure. All right, moving right along. Welcome to anyone that is new on the call today. So glad to have you guys. So much going on and so much to share. Okay, but if you're new to NTI, welcome. I'm glad that you're here. I want to share, first of all, if you're in the Knoxville area, or maybe you're like Jeremy Reed and you want to drive all the way to Knoxville to join us for our 5th annual NTI Family Thanksgiving Luncheon. It's going to happen on Thursday, November the 21st. It's only $25 per person, going to an amazing charity, Fostering Hope, where we're raising money for the families of Fostering Hope. And guys, we have literally really hard to support Fostering Hope over the years, and this is going to be an absolutely great event. Let me tell all of you that are in populated areas, or even if you're in an area where there's only one NTI meeting, let me tell you something. You've got to do something charity oriented. I've mentioned this on several calls over the last multiple weeks. The next one after Thanksgiving, if you want to begin to ramp up for it, will be our Memorial Day barbecue, where I'm encouraging everyone where there's meetings in a geographical area to have a Memorial Day barbecue and make it centered on a veteran cause, something related to veterans. And here's the big deal. You can take those proceeds for your event and run it through NTI Cares, which is our very own 501c3 nonprofit organization. Some of you don't know that we have our own nonprofit, but we do. And through NTI Cares, you can direct your charitable giving, and then it's all tax deductible. You might have someone that wants to, give just a cash donation. Okay, they can give $1,000 cash donation, and it is 100% tax deductible if they qualify. And if they qualify or not is a whole other thing. Now, one of the things I want to do, let me exit out of this presentation. I'm going to show you guys something here real quick, and hopefully someone can let me know if you see me at my screen or not, but hopefully we can get her done here. Hold on a second. I'm going to show you something that I want to show you guys. Now, some of this is going to change with our new directory. I want you guys to know this, but if you go to the website and you go to events, do you guys know that we can create any event that you want to in here, like what Nashville has done, where they're supporting the Davis House? See, I hover over this, and the charity is for the Davis House. Here in Knoxville, my little turkey guy pops up, and I love that turkey. He's always going to stay with us here in the Knoxville area. But people can click register now. When they click register now, look it. You can buy one for $25, one plus a guest for $45, make a $25, $50, or $100 donation, all to NTI Cares to support our own cause. A lot of people don't know that this can happen. These funds go directly into NTI Cares. They do not touch Networking Today. They don't come to me. They don't go to any operating expenses of NTI whatsoever. Everything goes over to NTI Cares, and 80 cents on every single dollar that comes in goes directly to the charity. Now, in the case where we have like our Thanksgiving luncheon right here, the cost for our luncheon is $12 a head through the banquet organization that we have. Let me come back to the presentation and show you this again. So Buddy's Barbecue is the one that is, going to host our event and feed us and all that kind of nonsense. So they're charging us $12 a head. That's a great deal. So we're charging $25, and then anything over and above the 12 goes directly to the charity. 80 cents on every dollar that goes into NTI Cares then will go directly to the charity. 20% is reserved for administrative expenses and things like that. Like, for example, and those of you who are local, who have been to our Thanksgiving luncheon, know how this works. We buy decorations, we buy gift certificates, we buy giveaways and prizes and things like that. Of the money raised, costs and things like that come out of that. We bought, we've at times in the past, we've had to go to Sam's Club and get decorations. We've gone to Sam's Club or Kroger and gotten pumpkin pies because whoever's catering couldn't do the pies. So there's always ancillary expenses, and all that comes out of that percentage of the $12 over and above the cost of the caterer. And then we take that, and that's how we cover all the costs and then give to the charity. So that's how that works. What I'm encouraging you to do is wrap your head. If you're a meeting leader, wrap your head around what this event can do for your meeting. People, look, this happens to all of us. I'm going to point to the 100-pound gorilla in the room, or 1,000-pound gorilla in the room, or pink elephant in the room, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to point to it because here's the thing, guys. Networking can get mediocre. It can get lackadaisical. It can get humdrum. It can hit a bore. What you want to do is you want to pick charities that you can support, local communities that you can get behind and rally behind, and it helps bring unity, glue, stickiness to your particular meeting, and you are the visionary. You're the visionary for your meeting, so you have to set the tone. Guys, here's what we want to do. We want to support this charity. Let's raise $1,000. If every one of us could reach out to 10 people and raise $100, we could raise $1,000 for this charity. Give it meaning. Cast a vision for what it is that you want to do is my suggestion. And now, once you've got kind of traction and momentum, you may not have to cast the same vision that we do like we do here, or the newer meetings might have to do. But the truth is, once you get up and going, man, the cause is great. And again, if you've missed Thanksgiving, which I don't think you have over a month to plan before the Thanksgiving week of November the 18th. But get behind it. Get behind something. Every meeting leader should be doing this. In Knoxville, every single meeting should be gearing up for this. Every single meeting in Knoxville should be getting ready for our big networking event that morning from 9:30 to 11, and then the lunch from 11:30 to 1. All the meetings in Knoxville should shut down that week, skip it, and ask all your members to come to the big event Thursday, November the 21st. One big event. All of you can do the same exact thing, and I highly, highly encourage it. It shows everybody how big networking today is in your area, bigger than just your meeting. It gives them a networking opportunity to connect with other people that they've never connected with before. There's a lot of good that this does. It unites everybody in a geographical area behind one cause. Like in Nashville, they get behind the Davis House, which the Davis House is a tremendous organization. I would love to support them in a lot of different ways, but we support them in the Nashville area. And all the meeting leaders in Nashville all get together, focus all their attention on giving to the Davis House. I don't want to wear this to a pulp, but I just want to encourage you guys to really get behind this. Okay, Brooke, you just get comfortable there. Now, those of you that are not familiar with NTI Cares, if you have any questions, let me know. But all proceeds that come into NTI Cares are tax deductible. It's a 501c3, blah, 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 blah. All right, moving right along. Guys, I want to talk to you and just remind you about the membership options that are changing here. Some of our members here in Knoxville are changing from the $25 a month option and paying the $250 annual option right now before the November 1st change, because they realize how much money they're going to save. Encourage your members that are on the monthly option to consider going annual. They will save well over $100, and their membership would be extended until October, November 2020. So encourage your members to do that. Encourage your annual corporation members, those that have an annual corporate membership. If you have an HVAC company, something like that, a painting company, a landscaping company, whatever, and they have multiple employees, like, for example, my buddy Todd, who's on the call here, he knows several people at radio stations, and he had a radio station sign up, and they had several people they wanted to send to multiple meetings. Well, if you sign up before November 1st for the annual corporate, it's only $500. That's $100 per member, and then they're good for an entire year. If they sign up November 1st or after, it's going to cost them $1,000. So the deal is to get people in, all right? Get them in and show them the value of changing now. Otherwise, they'll pay more on November 1st, and I just want to put that reminder out there to everybody. And we can answer any questions you guys have on that here, you know, as we move along. But I just wanted to remind you, it is coming up. Don't let it surprise you. Don't let it surprise our members. Make sure they know what's happening. Next thing I wanted to do, I want to share this because I debated on sharing this, but I decided to do it. And there might be some of you on today's call or that listen afterward that would disagree with me showing this. But I want to be open and I want to be transparent with 100% of the meeting leaders. And I want to say a couple of things to all of you today that I hope is meaningful to you. It is meaningful to me, honestly, and I hope it is meaningful to you. I wanted to show you that 76% of our members are paying members. That means monthly, annual, and annual corporate, okay? 185 members, or almost 24% of our members are on a free membership. Now, I would like to point out, we don't have 185 meeting locations. Meeting leaders get a free membership. Charities for 6.5 years have gotten a complimentary membership. I've talked to most of our charities, and most of them have said to me, Rich, I have no problem paying the 50% of annual. Most of them have said, Rich, to be honest with you, we would pay the full amount of NTI, but we appreciate the charitable heart of NTI, and we appreciate the discount of the 50%. So I wanted to show you that we have one past due member, okay? But the reason why I wanted to show this is because I think it's important that you as meeting leaders know the heartbeat of where NTI is. Right now, we have a gross revenue, recurring revenue, and this number is not 100% accurate, and I'll explain why in a moment. But it shows $169,250. Now, that is a huge, massive increase over where we were in 2017. I mean, it's in the thousands of percentage growth. Am I happy about that? Absolutely. I don't want you to think that I'm not happy about that, but let's keep something in mind. When we started Networking Today, I started with one meeting in 2013. One. And that one meeting was mine. And I did it selfishly so that my business, which I own a web development business called Fanplicity, and I needed Fanplicity to get more exposure. As Todd Olson, Brian Williams, Susan King, way back in the day, and others started spinning off to their own meetings, several things happened. We increased our cost, our operating costs. We needed more staff. We needed more things. We needed more website. We needed more of everything. People wanted print. People wanted professional logo. And the demand on my time to support everyone within the organization got to be too much. And that's when I said, no problem, but we have to maintain then a membership. So in 2015, we started charging. A lot of people don't remember that we were charging in 2015. Now, it was a little bit of a broken model, so we changed it again in 2016. In 2016, ladies and gentlemen, I say this to you as meeting leaders, but in 2016, we generated $10,797 in gross revenue and gave $3,000 of that away to a charity. A lot of people don't know that happened, but it's true. So my revenue, what supported me as the founder and you know, head brother in charge of the organization, and to run it and have meetings and everything else that I was doing, wasn't very much money. So we were going to close 8 of the 9 meetings that were going on as of December 2016, because I don't want to work for free, just like you. There's no one on the call today that enjoys working for free, and I am not wanting to work for free either. I have a family of 6. These you can't see this very good, but hopefully you can see it better than Ruben's picture, okay? This is my family. Now you say, Rich, why are you wasting all this time? Because you meeting leaders are the advocates for NTI. If meeting leaders are not on board and not bought into what it is we're trying to build at NTI, then my entire infrastructure for my corporation and what we're trying to build globally falls apart. You guys understand that without meeting leaders, then we have no meetings. And without meetings, there's no place for members to join. And so members have to find something else local, like ICAG or TNT or BNI, and there's meetings like this all across the country. Fine. And if that's what everyone decides, fine. But the meeting leaders that come into Networking Today need to remember that the reason why we compensate our meeting leaders here is because we need you advocating for us. We need your support for us. We need you to make sure that when your members arrive, that you're checking to make sure that they're paying members. Because, and I'm going to show you this, on $169,000, which you would think is plenty of money, it costs Networking Today approximately $12,408 per month just to operate. And that is without even paying full salaries. There are people that are working for Networking Today, not just yours truly. Okay, some of you would be like, Rich, I don't care about you, bro, because you're doing this because eventually if Networking Today has 10,000 meetings globally, you're going to be a multimillionaire, and you would be right. But so I'm not asking you to cry me a river or play the mini violin, but let me just share something with you. If you take a little handy dandy calculator on your phone right now and you run $12,408 and you multiply that times 12, that's $148,000 just to operate the company. That includes things like internet, Fanzuma. Fanzuma ain't free, people. Fanzuma has a cost associated with it. It is free to all NTI meeting leaders to use, but it is not free to use. It has a cost. Emails cost money through whatever gateway you want to use. The larger you get, the more it costs. Text messages cost money. the fewer you use, the more it costs. So the more we use, the cheaper it gets per text, but it still costs. So Fanzuma, you got internet, you got GoToMeeting, now Zoom. We're going to begin paying for our Zoom membership for a lot that we have coming up for Zoom. Shutterstock, and sorry for the typo there, SoundCloud for our podcast. And some of you are not even promoting the podcast. Todd Olson and I, or Holson, Todd and I co-host that podcast. We interview some tremendous people. I've debated canceling the podcast, frankly. It takes a lot of time for me to edit it, upload it into SoundCloud, do an RSS feed then over to iTunes, which you say that's free. Sure it is, but all that has to be tagged. When I then post it into Facebook, I do all the tagging and everything to try to benefit Networking Today globally on Facebook to give us more exposure. And so there's a lot of background work that I do. I don't have it with me right now, but I use a Mevo camera. The Mevo camera was $600 in cost for us to Facebook live that and live stream so that people can engage. Now, why am I sharing all this with you? Because everything we do comes with a cost. The web hosting, think about this, ladies and gentlemen. The web hosting, all of our meeting locations that can be found on the website, the Google map that is there, all the map, all the Google Drive that we pay for, it all comes with a cost. The web hosting comes with a cost. The mobile app that all of us should be promoting comes with a cost. QuickBooks comes with a cost. Do you know that the QuickBooks usage that we have with the size organization that we are costs $164 per month just for QuickBooks? Now, some of you may say, Rich, there's a lot of easier ways to do that. And maybe you're right, and I'm willing to listen, but it's got to work with our accounting division as well. But QuickBooks, membership works. We're going to be making a switch. Ruben knows this. Some of you don't know what we're switching to yet. Ruben does know this, but we're keeping it confidential just for the moment. We're making a switch from Membership Works for our current directory, which we pay $79.95 a month for Membership Works. That cost is going to go to $2 per member, whether free or not. So if we have 815 paying members and we have to pay $2 per member, our cost for our increased improved directory, which I think is going to be like totally balls, okay? But the new directory and new feature set that we're going to be rolling out to everybody is going to cost us $1,600 per month. And that's not yet reflected in that $12,408 per month of operating expenses. So the mobile app, new meeting leader compensation. Ladies and gentlemen, we pay out approximately 27% of our revenue just in new meeting leader meeting leader compensation. Our new member incentive program, we pay the $50 on every single member that brings 3 members. Well, that digs into the operating contest. We currently have a $2,000 contest going on. We just finished a contest. Contests represent 10%, approximately, 5 to 10% of our revenue that we give away in contests every year. Staff, you have accounting, you have meeting leaders, you have support, meeting leader support, you have graphic design, web developers. We have web developers building all of this infrastructure that we do that nobody sees, that everybody, wants to enjoy. And the CEO, I got to get paid. I got to get paid to run these calls, host these calls, put them on the meeting leader page, the graphic design, spearhead the contest, put all this together. Like, someone has to get paid to do all of that. And so when people ask, where's all the money go at Networking Today? Well, first of all, it's only $30 per month per member. Okay, I paid $25 for my 2 boys to jump for 1 hour at Jump Jam the other day. 1 hour, not a full month. 1 hour to go and jump. Okay, 1 hour, $25. I was like, this is robbery. Okay, first of all, but say I'm not whining. I want everyone. Someone sent me a message the other day when I was giving an explanation of where all the costs go to NTI, and they said, Rich, quit whining. I'm like, I'm not whining. I'm explaining. There's a difference. Okay, so Jump Jam Pass. Okay, Todd, thank you very much. You gotta love Todd Olson. Todd, I'm not at Jump Jam enough to buy a VIP pass, bro, but maybe I should go that direction. Okay, you are good. I'll use your pass then from now on. Thank you very much. Now then, I wanted to share this with you guys. All said, NTI is currently operating at a loss. How many of you operate at a loss? If you are operating at a loss, why do you do it? I would venture to say that if you're an entrepreneur, you're willing to operate at a loss for the future potential gain. If you're like me, that's exactly why you're willing to risk it all. My good friend Todd Olson, who has built and working on building his ACN business, which is a multi-level marketing business. ACN is tremendous. I love ACN. Ruben, I know some of what you're building. Brooke, I know some of what you're building. I know what you guys are willing to put in order to get the big fat freaking carrot at the end of the stick. Yes? Well, guess what? I'm no different. I'm willing to put in the operating loss, risk my family, cut out vacations, cut out, NTI shirts. I got to wear Under Armour because I can't afford an NTI t-shirt. Some of you want to send a cash donation. Go ahead and send a cash donation. I'll buy some NTI t-shirts. Okay. But look, my kids are starving over here. These kids, I don't have a current picture, but I'll invite them in. You can see they're starving children. But I'm willing to do it so that all of us can get to 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 meetings globally and really give people an alternative to BNI that is out there. That's why we do what we do. That's why I do what I do. Next time you have a member ask you, where's all the money go? Next time you have a meeting leader that says, up it, I'm out of NTI, say, look, do you understand what NTI is giving to all of us? And if you were to go out and start your own, that's fine. You could be your own little free thing. That's fine. But what I have found is most of the free things that are out there are run haphazardly. They're disorganized, not organized well at all. But we have a chance to build something very unique and give people an alternative. Instead of the $1,000 a year they're paying at BNI, they can pay $300 a year and belong to a great organization with great leaders, great structure. And you say, Rich, I'm a meeting leader and I'm missing X, Y, and Z in order for this really to be amazing for me. Could you tell me what it is? Could you say, Rich, I have people that say, Rich, we need Meetup. Fine. Boom. Here's Meetup. Rich, we need LinkedIn. Fine. Boom. Here's LinkedIn. I give Jacob Swisher over in Olathe, Kansas. He wanted his own dedicated LinkedIn. Boom. Here's your own dedicated LinkedIn. Look, we're willing to do whatever our meeting leaders want us to do. We're willing to do contests, literature, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, to make you have the best networking meeting on earth. The best. I can't come lead your meeting. I can't cast the vision for you. I can't do those things, but we're trying to give you the framework and the infrastructure to be able to do all that fun stuff. This contest that we're running, we're going to give away over $2,000 if we hit the numbers, okay? That money doesn't have to come out of your pocket. You don't have to try to organize with 20 or 30 free members who are just trying to mooch off the system because they don't have enough money to buy a membership anywhere. We're giving you a structure that you can have a very low cost entry into networking, but we all have to work together in order to hit the vision. So on today's meeting leader call, the reason why I wanted to share all this and share my heart is right here. It's coming up. Look, here's the contest date. September 30th through November 8th. Today's date, could someone just double check me? It is October 15th, right? All you smart people are looking at your calendars, double checking, making sure. Sorry, Kenneth, I think we just let you in. I hope you're in now, Kenneth, and able to hear. But today's October the 15th. In order for us to give away the grand prize of $1,500 or the total prize of $2,100, we got to hit 150 new members, or we don't have the revenue. We don't have the revenue to be able to give away the money. Let me share something with you guys, okay? As of this morning, I checked 10 minutes before our call. From September 30th, the contest launch date, to today, 10 minutes ago, 10 minutes before the call started, we've had 9 new members join. 9. Now, that might be because meeting leaders aren't engaged. That might be because members don't know about it, because meeting leaders aren't promoting it. know why that is. So maybe someone grossly offended someone at networking today. I don't know. But what I do know is we cannot give away $2,000 on 9 members joining. If we have 815 active members with NTI and only 9 new members join, then there's a really good possibility that 800 of us aren't doing anything, aren't inviting, aren't posting, aren't sharing, aren't inviting on LinkedIn or Facebook. We're not doing what we need to be doing to get new blood in. Networking today isn't driving traffic to your location like a Ford Motor Company ad drives people into the local dealerships. This is a networking meeting. If we wanted to jack up the prices to $1,000 a year for our members and we had $800,000 in revenue coming in, I would be glad to pay for ads. But we're at $300. And at a net operating loss, there's just not enough money to do it. So I need our meeting leaders to support it and to get behind it. Otherwise, what are we doing? We can't operate a successful company without all banding together and making it happen. That's all I'm saying. And I want to do these contests. I want to give away $2,000. But we all have to be working toward it. So moving right along, I want to share with you that we're going to be having a visitor day on Halloween. You say, Rich, how do I get new members? What do I do? Well, one of the things you can do is you can have a visitor's day, okay? The visitor's day is a great way to get energy. Say, guys, let's try to get 50 people in the room. What would it take for us to create the Facebook event? All of you are editors on your page. My knowledge is, and I'm pretty savvy in Facebook, more savvy than I am in Zoom, obviously, Brooke, you don't need to say anything, but you can go out and you can create an event. You can share that event. You can encourage all your members to share the event. If you want our graphic design department to create a flyer for you, tell them, create something. You want something on the app, on the website, you want, just tell me what it is that you feel like you need. I cannot come and do the visitor day event for you. It's your job as the meeting leader. It's your job as the meeting leader to cast that vision. Guys, let's have a visitor day. Let's make it on Halloween and let's make it fun. Let's have, Halloween candy. Let's dress up in costumes, whatever you want to do. I don't dress up in costumes. I got a costume already. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing, guys, make it fun, but get visitors to your visitor day. Introduce people to what it is that we're doing. It's up to you also to engage with your members to make sure, number one, that they're all a paid member. Number two, make sure that they are inviting people. Make sure that if they stop showing up, that you're reaching out to them with a text. Hey, where you been? Not because you have to, but because you want to. Encourage all of your members to look around the room. Who's not here that you usually see? Let's all send them a text. Now, just say, hey, I miss you at NTI. That's it. That's an easy way to get people reminded of the meeting. Let me ask you this. Are you using Fanzuma? Guys, look, in my Zuma, I have 182 members, subscribers in one Fanzuma club. I have 142 in another. All of them, all 300 plus, are going to get an invite to our Visitors Day. People say, Rich, how do you get 100, 200 people at your Visitors Day? Well, I tell 300 people that we're having a free breakfast, and I get them to show up, okay? It's just one simple thing that you can do, but you're the driver. Now, I want to close out, and I want to open it up for some conversation. That's fine. Look, let me just say, an open forum like this is not necessarily the place to offer a bunch of individual criticism. Just keep in mind, okay, that if you want to criticize anything about today's call, Rich, I really don't think you should have shared this, shared that, done this, done that. That's fine. Send me a text, okay? Send me a text. That's cool. But if you want to share something that is supportive, something you're doing, something that will help all the other meeting leaders, this is a great platform to do that, and share it with your fellow meeting leaders, myself included. I still lead my meeting each and every week. that can help all of us. Okay. Now, some of us in the Knoxville area have a chamber event coming up called Schmoozapalooza, where there'll be 400, 500, 600 people coming through it. Every single one of us should have a visitors day coming up and inviting people to that visitor day. Okay. If you are a meeting leader in your geographical area and there's a big chamber event or there's a big public networking event, create little flyers. It doesn't have to be much. Hand them out. Tell the world about what you're doing, encouraging your people to do the same exact thing. Not everybody will do it. The 80-20% rule will kick in. Only 20% of the people will give 80% of the effort, but don't worry. Honor and love on those 20% and thank them for all that they do. All right. Like, for example, we have 50 meeting leaders. 7 of them made it to today's call. Thank you. I appreciate you taking the few minutes every 2 weeks to participate. It means a lot. But I know several, like a couple of them are taking their life and health insurance licenses today, and they sent me a text and said, hey, Rich, I won't be there today, but I'll be listening to the recording. Thanks. I really, 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 really appreciate that so very much and appreciate everybody chiming in. Now, I want to share a couple other things. They say knowledge is power. They say leaders are readers. If you're not reading, I want to encourage you to start reading. This book, The World is Flat by Thomas Friedman, is amazing. I encourage you to be listening to it on Audible. Get the hard copy, read it. The world is a flat place, people. If you are not operating in the global society, you need to figure out how your business can operate in the global flat society and learn how to capitalize on it. Okay, now I see some of you have questions and comments. We'll get right to those. Our next call is October the 29th. I hope you mark your calendar. Listen, here's what I suggest. On your calendar, right, it probably has a repeat event. Hit repeat with never ending, okay? Just put it out there. Get it on your calendar, 12:30 to 1:30 Eastern Standard Time every 2 weeks. It's literally less than 2 hours of an entire month to come and find out and stay plugged into what we're doing. And I want you here. I want you to support what we're doing, and I would appreciate that so much. Confirm that all your information on the web, on Facebook is right. My buddy Ruben will attest. Ruben got me on the phone and said, Rich, let's change some things. Man, we got everything buttoned up, unless he stumbled across something else that I didn't see. But we got everything buttoned up. Thank you for that, Ruben. And I'm happy to spend time with any of you that your information is not right. Tell me. Let's set up a time. Let's go through it. We'll fix everything and get it right. All right? Now then, I'm going to unmute the phone lines. I want to see all of you again. Those of you that got a bolt, please know you will not offend me if you have to go ahead and run. But I would like to point out that we finished the call today in just 42 minutes. Bam, making it happen. So that's how we roll. Thank you, Ruben, for the thumbs up. I appreciate that. I'm going to exit out of that. I am going to somehow, where is, I really need Brooke to run all these meetings, really. That's just the truth of what needs to happen. Hang on, I'm working on it, Todd.
Control A.
No.
Hi.
Now,
Hey.
now I am going to go have a drink. You guys can talk about whatever you need to talk about.
What?
Talking about you?
All right. So, yeah, you could talk about me. That's exactly right. So I'll just look. Here's the thing. Okay, I'm no longer here, Todd. I'm leaving.
He's gone.
Oh my God.
Just kidding. I wanted to see what Todd would say. All right. Anybody have any fantastic comments that you'd like to share?
Yeah.
Sharon had a
Sorry, what?
question. Sharon had a question in the chat.
Sharon, you're up.
Will Panera host with food for any of the Knoxville meeting locations, or is it just limited to yours?
No, we're having to pay for it as well. Panera has decided to back out of supporting us here in the Knoxville area. I'm working on wherever there's a Panera, I want Panera to be a corporate partner with NTI. However, Panera locally here said they weren't seeing the results. So what we did is we said, well, how are you tracking those results? And they said, well, we don't. And I said, well, then how do you know you're not getting results?
Yeah.
Our eyes are not open.
Just wondered.
We know we're not doing it.
So they said they didn't know. So I'm currently working with the local rep here, well, not just Taylor, but I'm working with the person above Taylor. And what we're trying to do is put a coupon code, a zero entry coupon code in their POS so that we can track the results of what Networking Today is bringing to them. But until that gets into their POS, we're probably not going to get any comped meals. So everybody just have to pony up the money and pay for it. And for ours at NTI HQ, it'll just be something that comes out of, my pocket technically, but that's okay. I mean, it's for the greater cause.
Well, Rich, I told you
Now-
what we're going to do for my group. Sorry.
Well, Brooke, actually, thank you for saying that because I wanted you to share what you do at your group. I think it's a great idea. Would you share?
Yeah. So we called it 50/50. I probably need to switch the name a little bit, but basically we have like the raffle tickets and everybody can buy a ticket for $1. You can buy 10 tickets for $5. At the end of the meeting, we put all the tickets in a jar. Somebody draws one, they get half the pot. So they can take it to lunch or coffee or whatever they want to do. It's their choosing. The other half stays with the group. And as that money accumulates, we can use it for socials or we can use it to provide Panera or whatever we want to provide for our meetings. And then at the end of the year, whatever we have left over, we can either donate to a charity of our choice or go back into NTI Cares.
Bam. And you have about $200 in that kitty right now, right?
Yeah.
Cool deal. And so she's going to use that for her kickoff meeting, which is coming up on the 21st?
9th.
Huh?
29th.
29th. I knew that.
Sure. Sounded like it.
Yeah. I was just making sure you knew. That's all. Anyone else
got
have
it.
any comments or questions? Brooke, did you see any other chat in there that somebody wanted to ask?
Missy said that she's shy and you need to leave her alone.
Missy, you are not shy.
Yeah.
Missy is not shy. No, Missy. How many of you know Missy Martin? Todd, you don't know Missy.
I talked to her.
Sharon knows Missy. Missy is not shy. Missy is
All
the
right,
best.
see,
There she is. There's Missy.
She's got the headshot right there.
why am I
She's
muted?
still in her.
Why am I muted?
You should. You're not muted.
I thought I was
We got
muted.
you.
So I was trying
No.
to hide. I was doing a really good job.
There she is.
Yes. Well,
I'm shy.
it's okay. It's okay if you come to this meeting in your PJs, it's okay. It's the important thing is
I'm
you showed
totally
up.
dressed today, which is not normal.
That's awesome.
Didn't recognize
Huh?
What'd she say?
I didn't recognize you with clothes on.
Yeah, so Sharon and I go way back.
Yeah. Anyone else? Not gonna comment.
Why are there only 6 of us?
Well, I know several people texted me, said they wouldn't be able to make it, but they'd be back. And then a couple people have already bounced off the call. You know, some people just are not social, Missy. You know, they just don't
Maybe
want
they're
to talk.
shy.
Maybe they're shy. You never know.
Listen to Rich.
Maybe they're naked.
Maybe.
I don't know. You guys don't want me to take it off. No, you do not. You see these pythons right here. Let me tell you. Dynamic of the meeting.
Hey, Rich, you
Ma'am?
had one person that called in, so they won't see any of your slides, just so you're aware.
Well, just keep in mind, everybody, and I say this, obviously it's still being recorded. I say this each and every week, and then I send out a FanZoomer reminder to everybody to let them know that the video and or the MP3 audio only is at Meeting Leader Resources for them to, watch later or listen, whatever they want to do. So it's cool. This call is not mandatory, right? Maybe it needs to be mandatory, but we don't make it mandatory. But kind of a volunteer army out there. I know everybody's busy, and it's cool. But I appreciate those that do show up. Any other comments, questions, or anything else?
Rich, I need a flyer for the 29th. So who do I contact?
Oh, Todd.
Oh, no, let's see that.
What would we do without Todd?
So I'm not sure what you're showing there, Ruben, but at least that person's dressed as well. Thank you.
I too would love
Um,
a flyer for my kickoff.
Flyer for
Yeah.
your kickoff.
We need flyers.
Now, Ruben? What did you want?
Okay, the 29th, I'm thinking of a Halloween Visitors Day on the 28th. I'm sorry, 28th. So I was wondering if I can get a kind of a Halloween flyer, and then I'll go ahead and start promoting it on Facebook.
Yep.
Like free coffee.
Free coffee.
Well, no, don't put that in there. I'll put that in there.
Oh,
No, it's Halloween. It needs to be freak
Yeah.
coffee.
it needs to be freak. And what you need is free candy. It's Halloween after all, bro. I mean, we're after candy. You know what I mean?
We're
Twix
all
bars,
on a diet over
Snickers.
here. No
That's
sugar.
why Brooke has hers at a liquor store.
I'm just saying.
Anything else? Brooke, I'll make sure and work on your visitor day flyer. You should have got, not your kickoff flyer. I mean, so you should have gotten that in an email, but I'll make sure you get that.
Okay, don't see that.
Okay.
Cool.
Anything else, anybody? I would like to point out that even with all the Q&A and Todd's harassing and Ruben's pictures or art, whatever you call it, we are still well under an hour. I would like to point that out. We've got 9 minutes left to be within an hour. And that's rare. Anyone who knows me knows that's very rare. So, bam, setting the record. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it, Todd.
But since we're already on the call, why don't we wrap this call up and then you and I and Brooke just stay on the call and talk about what we need to talk about.
I want it on a separate call. So we'll break out in a separate Zoom, please.
Can we just do it now?
For-
Brooke? Does that work for you?
The rest of you have a great day. Ruben, see you later. Sharon, thank you for being here. And me and Todd and Brooke will connect on a separate Zoom in a few minutes. But Brooke, Todd's question to you was, does now work if we just flip over to the other Zoom?
I'm fine. It's probably better because I have to get kids
All right.
from a school bus at 2:40.
All right, let me close this one out and then we'll be on the other one right away, okay?
Sounds good.
Bye, everyone. Bye, Sharon.